Good morning, and happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're down here, your traffic jockey in the traffic center. I know we're a little bit, we were way late here. It's about 8:20, but I'm just trying to maybe experiment a little bit with coming on a little bit later. And then if I can get myself up early enough, maybe tomorrow coming on actually earlier, coming on at, let's say, 6 to about 7:30 or so. I'm just curious to see how the viewership kind of plays out with the numbers. But again, just kind of tinkering with the format a little bit, just tweaking it slightly. I'm just kind of curious as far as to see where things are going to kind of line up. What's the optimal time frame and time? Trying to catch people when they're still at home. Maybe it would be better to do it earlier. Not sure. Still trying to work that out. But anyway, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Got 43 degrees here in central Jersey at 8:19 on the East Coast of the great United States of America. Let me know in the comments here if the lip sync is off with my audio and my video. I'm just curious because I don't really, it's tough to tell from this end and what it actually looks like on YouTube. So if you could just post that in the comments here this morning. And Alexandra is jumping in first. Good morning. No issues with my commute to the city. Awesome. If you are assuming I don't know if you're watching on your office computer or maybe you're watching on your phone, but maybe you just tell me real quick before I switch it over. Everything looks good. She says everything looks good in this end. Good. Okay. Then maybe it's my screen here for some reason. It seems like it's off. Quite a bit. So that's good. And also good that Apple announced a whole bunch of new computers yesterday. So I think that's where we're going to be heading here in the next week or two to upgrade this machine here. And maybe that will help out a little bit with our situation. It kind of even affects it when we go later, after about an hour or so. Things start to slow up just a bit. But anyway, I digress already. Well, let's get to the action here this morning. I apologize if there's a lot of dead air at times, just this COVID cough or whatever you want to call it is still kind of kicking in high gear. Forgot to tell you, we're on Facebook and YouTube here this morning, so please dial us up and let us know where you're coming in from. I forgot to put the banners in, so we put that banner in there. We're going to put all 4 of our sponsors in here this morning. And we got to put our live banner in as well. So let's do that. There we go. I think we're all set. Let's go to the incident page here this morning. We'll get to John in the Weather Center at 8:30. Okay, let's do that. We've got a crash here north on the Parkway 140. 2 lanes are shut there. Emergency construction on 80 East. Getting closer towards Union Boulevard in Totowa. 676 northbound ramp to exit 4. All lanes are open. Okay, there's a crash on 22 East of Frelinghuysen Avenue in Newark. That's out by Weequahic Park. First, let's go to the 80 situation because I think there's a camera there. Oh, I see. It's closer to Route 23 then. They've got it looking the wrong way, which means that they have it on a different camera. That's exactly what it is. So, looks like the emergency construction is now on to the shoulder. Doesn't look like we're dealing with any lane blockages of any type. So it looks like that's beginning to improve. We can go to the Parkway camera, the tower. I can't say it won't pick it up, but yeah, they were looking for it, but it's way off in the distance. It's too far for this camera. Hopefully when they finish the road work here, the construction on the bridges, that maybe one of these overpasses here or one of the overhead signs will have a couple cameras on it. This is where it needs it. They need to camera this up. I have a feeling that's probably going to be coming, and same thing when they finally finish the reconstruction of Route 22. I would imagine they'll put some cameras on Route 22 through that area, and because it needs it. So here's the problem. Here, two problems now. 2.5 problems, we'll put it. Okay, the first is if you're watching us, let's say in Colonia, Clark, in Woodbridge, Clark, Cranford, Kenilworth, Union, and you're trying to make your way to Newark Liberty, you might want to stay with the Turnpike, but the Turnpike is still pretty jacked up getting into 13 because of all of this here is alternate volume from this as people are making that choice coming off the Driscoll Bridge instead of continuing north on the Parkway. They're bailing out at 11 and banging up the Parkway here, heading north into 13. That's why this is heavy. Usually this time of the morning, almost 8:30. Usually this part of the Turnpike is not quite heavy. It's usually further up the line is where we're dealing with it. And I wouldn't be surprised that you're starting to see traffic here getting onto Route 81 at 13A because everybody's avoiding the Parkway who normally would go up and then take 22 as the freeway. Take the freeway to Newark Liberty that they're bailing out at interchange 13A, paying the toll because they got to get to the airport on time, and kind of doing the end around sweep into it. So that's why I think 19 here is a little bit heavy through Elizabeth, also getting into North Avenue, heading into the airport as well, because we have that secondary crash on 22 East here right before Frigley-Heisen Avenue, which is actually Route 27. It's right in that location. It's going to be right here just before you get off for 19 for the airport. But you can see we're already all back to almost the ShopRite of Hillside there. And that's growing only quicker and quicker. This is a tough spot for any kind of a crash because it gets tough to get tow truck, ambulance if needed. Hopefully it's not, but any type of emergency apparatus in here because there's really no entrance because you got the park here. So the only entrance is really in Hillside here off of Broad Street. So yeah, it's a challenge to say the least. Very, very challenging spot. And there's your Parkway accident here up just north of Chestnut Street, just before Route 22. And that's without all that construction and whatever. And what a horror show this has turned this Parkway into, getting back to the Colonia rest area. So we'll do a couple quick camera checks south of Colonia. Well, actually, that doesn't look bad. This is at 130. So look at that. That's getting hit hard here in Clark. That's going all the way up to 140. If I have travel times, let's see here. Here. Yeah. I want to go Parkway North, and look at this. From the Turnpike of 129 to 142 should take it 14 minutes, well over an hour. That's bad. I had a 45-minute backup on the Parkway. Now let's dial in the Turnpike going north. It's just long stretches of the road here from 8A to 14. It hasn't really populated any kind of a into the red at this point. So, but that's really the top story here. So if you're traveling into Union County out of Middlesex County, I would opt for the Turnpike, or maybe even 19 with the traffic lights is probably going to be a lot better than sitting in this Parkway. Disaster from basically, south of 135 all the way into exit 140. All right, so let's just widen this up now. Again, we're on a little bit later, so things are settling down fairly nicely, except for Route 80 going east here out of Denville into Parsippany. Westbound side, a little bit heavy here, just west into 287. Also, eastbound 46 and Route 3 is heavy. West on 80 is busy here. Again, getting out to Totowa, that road work is now on the shoulder. South on 208, Glen Rock, Hawthorne, Fairlawn is busy, 17 in either direction as you make your way into Rochelle Park. That is busy. East on Route 4 at Queen Anne Road, Teaneck Road, that also is crowded. We'll get to the Hudsons in a minute. We head out west on 80, 206, and Route 15 is fine. 78, that looks good. 287, we're still seeing some residual traffic here, getting up north on 287 out between exits 1 and 4. Then again, both directions coming into exits 10 and 12. 18 is fairly busy out through Edgeboro Road. Parkway across the Driscoll is fine. Monmouth County, all in good shape on 18. The Parkway Turnpike is good. Let's go into 29 through the Trenton Tunnel. That's a solid deal there. Pennsylvania Extension is fine. Parkway, Toms River, Barnegat, Stafford looks good. AC Expressway, 55, 322. Turnpike, 295. Again, 55, 42, pretty jammed up there in that normal spot right in here in the Deptford area. 347, 9 through Wildwood, Cape May, we are clear. All right, so we're going to take a pause here from New Jersey, and it is now 8:30. So let's talk to you about the weather from our good friend Jon Rocco from Rutgers University. And it looks like Rutgers, well, first of all, Rutgers is 23rd in the country for men's basketball. So congratulations to them. It's been a couple years since they've cracked the top 25, so which is very nice. I believe Johnny will be heading back to the studio. I think it's going to be next week. So hopefully next week we'll have our full complement of Jimmy Gauze and Rain and Johnny in the Weather Center. So that should be a lot of fun after taking the semester off. So today, mild temperatures continue. As I said, it's already 45 degrees in central Jersey. Chilly and rainy conditions for Thursday. So kind of an off day tomorrow, so you have to bring the umbrella there. And tracking another storm system late Sunday into Monday, which could be of interest, we'll say. So today, this morning, some clouds out there, some peaks of sun through the clouds. So you may want to bring along the sunglasses for the ride. Let's take a look at the morning commute. No weather impacts at all here for the rest of the morning. Same thing for the evening. At 4, 5, and 6 is looking fantastic. Now we'll take a look at our high temperatures for today into the lower to mid 50s. So definitely a mild day for January the 18th. So get out and enjoy. Go for a run, go for a walk, and just get some fresh air, maybe some vitamin D, or as Dr. John Campbell from Britain says, vitamin D. I always like that, vitamin D. 48 in Andover, 50 in New Haven. So really a nice day, even though there's going to be some clouds out there. But that's okay. The temps are going to be, fairly mild, fairly warm, really, for this time of the year. Maybe open up some of your windows, get some fresh air into your house, your apartment, condo, whatever, and just kind of air things out. Let's go towards this evening now. So now we're talking temps into the lower to mid 30s or so. Still, I think kind of not really seasonable, probably above, probably should be in the 20s here for low temperatures in January. So, this is good. This is fine. So again, our rain threat is for tomorrow. Friday, Saturday is good. Sunday, late rain chances, AM rain for the Monday morning commute. Always the case, right? So we'll look at our 7-day weather forecast. So 45 for tomorrow, kind of a cold November rain type situation there. Fire up the Guns N' Roses. Friday at 49, 42, a little chillier on Saturday. And you see the overnight lows there, 34, 33. Sunday into Monday, that's where things are going to go downhill just a little bit with our precip coming in sometime Sunday evening into the early hours of Monday. Now, whether it extends into the Monday morning commute, John will keep us abreast of that as we get through the rest of this week. Some of the higher elevations, north and to the west, as they always say in the weather biz, could maybe see a little bit of a wintry precip. Up towards Sussex County, maybe out towards Port Jervis, parts of Orange County, Dutchess County. Just have to see how this thing tracks. But Monday is going to warm up close to 50. And then we're still into the mid 40s for Tuesday and Wednesday. So going out to January 25th now, heading into the almost last week of January, and still no signs of foreseeable any kind of snow at all. Some maybe are predicting later into early February that maybe we'll have a little bit of colder weather. But even at that, I don't think it's going to be anything really to write home about. I mean, I don't think we're not looking at, what we saw over Christmas, sub sub zero kind of, not even sub zero weather. It was just frigid weather, but I don't think we're going to get that. Probably closer towards more seasonal weather for February than anything else. But you know, if you're not a snow lover like I am, you take this every day. The sun stays out a little bit longer, and I think it's on the 21st. I think it's Saturday or Sunday. Sunset is at 5 o'clock. So the twilight dusk afterwards, you're still relatively, not pitch black, not dark until probably closer to 5:20 or so now. So that's good. And the sun's coming up earlier as well. So welcome to check that forecast. Let's say we'll go for 9 o'clock again. Yeah, I think we're going to go to 9:30. We'll do an hour for the show here this morning. So do another check of the weather at 9 o'clock. Hopefully the voice will hold out as well. Wow, this map not moved at all. I can't imagine that red is still the same. It is. Look at that. So, as I said, yeah, the Apple just announced a whole bunch of new computers, which is fantastic. So, Alexander, I don't know if you're still with us here this morning. I know you were looking for a new laptop. Introduced what is it? 14 14 16-inch MacBook Pro, maybe. I've never really used a laptop. I just don't care for them. I just find it easier to use a desktop. But yeah, so that may be something that you may want to look at. Let's see. I will have to check them out. Yeah. Should be an interesting with the new M2 Pro Max chips, and that's a pretty powerful computer. Actually, maybe we'll go through it real quick in just a few minutes. But let's go to New York City. And west on the Grand Central, we have a disabled vehicle. Out by LaGuardia. So the lane is out there. We have a camera there. We'll go there in a minute. Some kind of VIP visit here. Out into Queens. I'm thinking it's probably some sort of VIP. Some sort of VIP coming into LaGuardia, maybe. Oh, this is the State of the City address. Oh, so it's the mayor is going to be doing. I guess he's doing his State of the City address in Queens. On Thursday the 26th. I feel like maybe he's doing it at Citi Field. It just seems everything around College Point Boulevard, Northern Boulevard, the Grand Central, between the Whitestone and so forth. Feel like that is maybe where he's doing the State of the City. Right? Maybe he's doing it at Citi Field. I'm not sure. It's either he's doing it at Citi Field or maybe LaGuardia, because the rest of this area of Flushing and whatever, there's not a whole lot. He's doing it at the Home Depot here off of College Point Boulevard. So it's got to be a reason why, or maybe he's at the fairgrounds, World's Fair. I'm not sure. Interesting that if he's doing it outside, I'll have to look that up as well. Anyway, so let's start across Staten Island here. Let's do that now. West Shore Expressway here, a little heavy into Arden Avenue. Both ways of the expressway out by Richmond Avenue, a little heavy because of the long-term construction, and then the ride across the Verrazano into the Belt Parkway. That is a bit slow exiting east onto the Belt at Bay 8th. West on the Belt is heavy here at Ocean Parkway. That inbound Gowanus is just getting wrecked here through Fort Hamilton Parkway all the way through to 39th Street into the BQE, well, really the top of the world at the Prospect into the BQE. Both ways here, the Brooklyn Bridge is heavy. Battery tunnels, maybe about 10. Brooklyn Bridge back to Brooklyn, that is heavy. Williamsburg Bridge is a bit slow. Southbound on the BQE from Queens Boulevard all the way down to the Brooklyn Bridge is just a sluggish ride. Midtown Tunnel is probably closer to about 35 minutes or so. Ed Koch is about maybe 8 minutes or so. Both ways, the FDR pretty busy at the Ed Koch, and then the southbound side is just jacked up here from all the way down into really from about the 130s, closer pushing to the 140s now, into the RFK Triborough. It's very heavy into Manhattan via the RFK. Take a look at the Bruckner heading south into the Hunts Point Drawbridge on the elevated section is busy as well. Deegan, as we go south here this morning, as we come down from Van Cortlandt Park all the way to the Cross Bronx, both ways here, the CBX is busy at 3rd Avenue. Southbound Bronx River Parkway is busy as you get in towards Pelham Parkway, Boston Post Road, Allerton Avenue. North on the Bruckner Extension is pretty solid ride as you get up into Pelham Parkway. Let's see here. This is the Hutch going north. Pretty heavy ride as well. Let's see here. Bronx Neck into Queens is busy. Place the Whitestone Expressway is heavy. Getting onto the Whitestone. Let's go out to Queens. LIU West here is pretty solid from Casino Boulevard all the way through to Queens Boulevard. West on the Grand Central is heavy at LaGuardia. Let's see. East on the LI is busy at the Clearview. Both ways, this is west here, just west of the Clearview with that broken down vehicle. Both ways, the Van Wyck getting into, what are we going to say here? Hillside Ave, Atlantic Ave, Jamaica Ave, Archer Ave. Yeah. So it's kind of normal stuff. Hillside is further down. The Hillside is right in here too. 101st Atlantic Avenue. West in the belt, looks like there may be a crash here out by Kennedy. So let's do this now. Let's bring in the cameras here at 8:41. Connor is joining us. Good morning, Connor. Thanks for joining us here this morning. So let's do this. Let's dial this in. Let's see the belt. Let's see if it brings up anything. That's west coming towards us, but that's just general slow traffic. Let's go to the Grand Central now, the GCP as it's called. Oh, what way is that? I feel like that is west. I feel like that's westbound on the left. We'll go here to 188. Wow, look at that. That's busy. That is a mess. Unfortunately, I think that's going east here, but it's tough to tell. At 166, we're good. See what the clear view's got. This is definitely westbound. Yeah, I think that was east there. So also the Cross Island is busy here from the southern all the way on up into the Grand Central. Okay. So with that said, crash I was going to look at, and I don't. Anything on the ground? Let's see. Anything on the Grand Central? Let's see. Let's see. No, wow, I'm way way out of bounds here now. Here, let's see if we see anything at Union Turnpike. No, I don't see anything there. At the racetrack, that's nothing there. All right, so let's do the Long Island incident pages now. Eastbound Southern, 2 lanes are shut at exit 38. Okay, so let's go here. Dial that in. Right in there. There goes a fire truck. It must be before. Okay, I see. This camera here. There we go. Now we got it. Thank you to my friends over at Inform for these cameras. Nice camera work there. That's eastbound just before 38. 2 lanes shut. Looks like it's involving two school buses as well. So hopefully there's no kids on board here and that everyone's okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the maps. Let's just see how far back that's getting. Right in here. West of Deer Park Avenue, but it is going east, though, out by Belmont Avenue. By Belmont Ave. There's also the Southern State here is getting jacked up in Roosevelt. Out by exit 20. Must be a new problem. So we know about the problem there east of 38. All right. So that a little bit further to the west of that location, and let's dial this in. At Eagle Avenue. Really slow. Peninsula Boulevard. That's east heading away. That seems to be fine. That's at 19. We get out to 20. East is on the left. That still looks relatively slow too. I don't know. That's east here at 20. Just be some volume still trying to shake out, but I almost feel like there was something that happened here. I feel like there's something happened out by Peninsula Boulevard and was just literally probably just cleared in the last few moments. That's what I'm going to go with. That something happened out by Peninsula Boulevard and 19 here. Probably closer to 20. I think whatever it is gone, and we're just shaking out the delays as we head east. The rest of Long Island, westbound LA heavy at 135. Eastbound is heavy into the northern state and 106, 107, and 41. A little bit slow here going west out through exit 39 or so. Take that there. Let's see here. Find Hofstra here for a minute. The reason why I wanted to mention that. So, just as a brief aside note, as it's just ironic now, I'm doing traffic here right now for Long Island. Hofstra University, unfortunately, they lost their. Well, he retired. His name was Bruce Avery. Unfortunately, he just passed. Way too young. One of the kindest, most gentlest individuals on the planet. I mean, really just a great guy. He was the meteorologist, the fill-in meteorologist at New Swell, Long Island, and Bruce and I worked many, many times, many morning shows. Me doing traffic, him doing weather. Funniest guy you'll ever meet, and just really just the nicest guy on the planet. He was the general manager of Hofstra Radio. I believe he also was a professor there as well, in communications, and so much talent came out of Hofstra into News 12, into the News 12 system because of Bruce. Um, and that was a shock. I didn't realize that he had been ill for a while, and just recently passed in the last week or so. So it's a kind of a sad thing. So our condolences go out to him and his family and his children, his grandkids, and so forth. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick mention of that. I anytime I saw Bruce's name on the schedule and I was there to fill in for traffic, it was like I was really excited to do that. He really was just a great guy to work with, and I mean, just a consummate broadcast professional, funny guy. Always had a smile on his face, and it would just nothing was ever never complained about anything, and it just an amazing guy, and you know pretty big loss for the News 12 community who remembers Bruce. I think he retired from Hofstra years back. And, I don't know if he was still doing fill-in work for News 12 Long Island or not, but I don't know. I don't know if John. Well, I don't think John is on the on the show here. I have to ask Johnny Rocco if he ever had any if he had ever met Bruce. But anyway, just wanted to quickly do a little side note there and take a quick diversion. So, anyway, west on the LIE, we're a little sluggish here past the Sandy Coast, and west as you get past exit 60 out to 58 or so. East End, we're fine on Sunrise Highway. We're going to go Sunrise Highway, Alfred Watermill, and Bridgehampton is a little bit on the brakes. Nothing terrible to write home about. Let's go into Connecticut now. Again, this is starting to see a little bit of a different traffic pattern just for the fact that we are, running late. So tomorrow, I think I'm definitely going to try to get on by 6. See what the difference is in our audience, and I know what the traffic's going to be for the most part, volume wise, not incident wise, but let's see here. Excuse me. We've got some issues on 95. Looks like going north into 15, 16. 16 through 18, they're actually setting up road work here. Getting close to that time. 95 south is still fairly busy from about, we'll go 17 or so. 17 to 11, and then from about 9 on over to 6. That's a little bit busy. South of the Merritt is heavy, just south into exit 36. It's a bit crowded. Let me bring up the cameras here. 16. Where is it? 16. I don't see the road work. That's at 18. I think there's a couple cameras missing. There are. Huh. Okay. I will be right back. Gotta grab some water. All right. Let's see here now. Grab some of said water. I feel like we're losing viewers all right down the line here as we're getting closer to 9 o'clock. So I think going on earlier, I think is going to be the, as much as I hate to do that, I think going on earlier is going to be the optimal thing. So tomorrow, let's just call it. We'll say we're coming on at 6. See if we can do. See if I can do it. Yeah, I gotta try something different here. Let's go to the Hudson Valley incident page. Let's see, Thruway North, Mile Square Road. 218 still shut with weather, and 684 broken down vehicle, shoulder is out. It's not causing any kind of an issue. North on the Hutch is busy here into the Cross County, both ways. The Cross County, just east of Empire City, is busy. North on the Hutch again is busy as well. As you get into Weaver Street, what else is new, right? This is a little interesting. What is going on here? 287 east onto 95 north. Well, we can go to the cameras. Let's just dial that in. I feel like they were looking for something. That's why that camera was moved in. No feed at this time. No feed at this time. All right. Well, dialed out. So east along 287 is heavy in Elmsford. So watch for that here this morning. Tappan Z is good. Rockland County is fine. As you make your way up to 17, the thruway is going to be terrific. As we get over towards Chester, Goshen, Middletown, 84, Route 6 is fine. 84 into Beacon, into the Beacon Bridge is good. 84 through Lake Carmel, Carmel Hamlet, Brewster, 684, that is moving along well. 22, 684 through Bedford Hills, Mount Kisco, also going to be in good shape. All right, so let's dial in the, well, first let's bring in our temperatures. Look at that, Newark is at 50. That's crazy. 49 at LaGuardia. 46 in Shirley, 44 at Gabreski, 44 Trenton, Mercer County, Somerville, 46. Wow. Nice. Let's bring in New Jersey Transit. Let's see what's happening here. A couple of minutes. Let's see. Alexandra says have to drop at 9, but it'll be on tomorrow. Okay. Like I said, we're going to be on closer to 6. If we can do it, we can do it. We'll see. Thanks, Alexander, for jumping in. Apologize for being on a little bit late here this morning. Trying to get things up and running. Let's see, up to 15-minute delays through a speed restriction near the Amtrak Portal Bridge. All right, so that's pretty much everything into and out of Penn in the city to look for. Let's go to the path alerts. This path thing does not want to, it just does not play nicely at all. I don't know why. Mandatory Hackensack River Bridge lifting here on today, 10 to 11, 2 to 3. Let's look for that. Let's see what else we've got here, friends. We go to the MTA. Let's bring them in to the conversation. Conversation 1. BNQRW has got delays there. 4 and 5 stations skip. Plan local express on the 6. Boarding change in the SIR. Rails. Looking good again. Pascack Valley, Port Jervis. That's New Jersey Transit. That's the situation there. That's the situation we're dealing with. Dialing. Let's see what we want to do next. Let's do the Hudson River crossings again. Just it's different time now since it's 9 o'clock. Let's see here. Come on. About 15 at the George, 35 at the Lincoln, 22 at the Holland. I don't know what's going on at the Lincoln. Why that's all tuned up. Let's see. Must be on the city side of something going on there because that shouldn't be as dialed out as it is. Let's see here now. Bridges and tunnels. We wanted to. My brother sent me something about the Holland Tunnel. They are going to be doing a road work here at the Holland back to New Jersey for just literally press releases. I got to go back here. Big press release here. Let's see. Press room. I swear they just sent it out. I don't know where the heck it was. It was about the Holland Tunnel, about some sort of new road work setting up back to New Jersey for like the next. Got to be here. Yeah, this was yesterday. Here we go. All new. Here, let's read together. It says all New Jersey bound traffic at Holland Tunnel to be suspended 6 overnights each week for critical Superstorm Sandy repairs. So overnight closures, the outbound two begin on February 5th. Similarly, nightly suspensions of New York bound traffic for Superstorm Sandy end at 5 a.m. on February the 4th. Just amazing how the Port Authority has timed this all out to coincide the exact same day, right? Uh, let's see, beginning 11 o'clock on Sunday, February the 5th through 2025, looking at 2 years. New Jersey bound tube of the Holland Tunnel will close during off-peak hours, 6 overnights each week to accommodate extensive critical repairs for damage caused by Superstorm Sandy, which is back in 2012. I mean, we're going 13 years into the future, past. Similar New York bound traffic closures that began in April 2020 will be end at 5 o'clock on February 4th as they completed the repairs there. So let's see here. Here's the overnight hours. So during the repairs, North 2 will begin. Westbound traffic towards New Jersey will be suspended during 6 overnights throughout the week throughout 2025. Sunday through Friday. It's really 9 a.m. on. really 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. The tunnel will be open to New Jersey all weekend until Sunday at 11. Something to make note of. All right. Well, speaking of making notes, I can't keep track of the time, and I'm all over the place in this show. This has been just a horror show, and wow. Let's just go to the weather center, and I think I'm actually talking to myself because right now it's saying that there is no one watching at this point, 46 minutes into the broadcast. So I don't know whether my counter is off or what the story is, or it's 9 o'clock and everyone is just dialing out here, and that's it. So tomorrow we're going to go on at 6, and I got to see that maybe the situation we go for now is to go earlier than later. So anyway, here's the weather for those friends on the replay. Mild temperatures continue today. We saw a couple of those temps getting closer to 50 degrees or over 50. Chilly, rainy conditions for Thursday, tracking of the storm system late Sunday on into Monday. So we got some, partly cloudy skies we'll go with here because I think there's more clouds than sun out there right now throughout the entire tri-state area, but it's really not impacting traffic whatsoever here throughout this morning's commute and even into the evening, 4, 5, and 6. That is going to be looking good. We head over to our high temperatures for today, looking at low to mid 50s. So looks like it's going to be the warmest of the week and maybe the warmest of the 7 day, as we'll see in just a moment. So again, 54 in Cherry Hill. Looks like towards the west, looks like maybe a little warmer than, well, not really. Central Park at 53. Let's take a look at our overnight lows here tonight. Looking at temps into the mid to low 30s. So maybe a little bit above definitely above normal, I think, for the overnight lows, especially for January the 18th. Take a look at the weather threats. We've got some rain coming in for tomorrow, Friday, Saturday looks good. Late chance on Sunday for some rain into the Monday morning commute. So I think tomorrow is kind of a washout to a degree. It's kind of like a cold November rain, if you want to call it that. And as you can see here on the 7 days, so, into the lower to mid 40s or so, if we even get that high with any kind of sun, it's going to be some clouds and some rain. So a bit of a mess tomorrow on Thursday. It dries out for Friday and Saturday, but cools off a little bit on Saturday, if you even calling it cooling off, getting closer to 42, 46 for Sunday, Monday. Again, we're in that time frame where this precip is going to come into the evening and overnight hours of Monday. So, places to the north and the west could maybe see a little bit of a wintry mix, dare I say, a little, maybe a few flurries if it gets low enough to where that could happen. There's no accumulation of any type, but it just could be a little bit slippery for the very early Monday morning commuters. And then we go back into, or really stay into the mid 40s for Tuesday and Wednesday with some partly sunny skies. So well above temperatures here for this time of the year. I think, friends, we're already getting out to the 25th of January. And, we haven't really had any kind of a chance to see any kind of snow whatsoever. So it's an interesting dynamic here for the winter of 2022-23, which I think at this point is, I don't want to say a bust, because then when you say stuff like that, then next thing you know, we get hit with 2 feet of snow at the end of February, early March, or something of that ilk. So don't want to do that. Let's do this. Let's do a quick sponsor hit here. Ralph again is closed for the season, so he'll be back on March the 3rd. But we just want to acknowledge Ralph and thank him so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show, 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey, 908-272-3000. If you want to call Ralph, please do call and leave a message and just say that you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Kind of message bomb his answering machine or his voicemail at the shop. So Just say hello. Tell them you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. That'll be kind of fun. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Again, we thank, again, can you talk straight? Again, we thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Also, our friends over at the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark. 908-325-6283 is the phone number. Go talk to my guy, Omar. Fantastic barbershop. They got the games on. It's really that classic barbershop feel, and just really a great bunch of fellas over there. Do a nice job with all your hair cutting needs. Same thing with your hot towel shaves and fades and all that fun stuff. A little trim of the mustache, the whole deal here. So definitely head over to the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey. 908-325-6283 is the phone number. Also, our friends here over at Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060. Again, 973-620-9060. That's 303 West Clinton Street in Dover, and that's really Route 15. If you're looking for an affordable vehicle, quality used vehicle, head over to MaximMotorCarsLLC.com or give them a call at the phone number I just mentioned, 973-620-9060, and ask for Nick or Anthony. Nick is the son, Anthony's the father, and they do a nice job. They have a very small inventory. There's only about 6-7 cars on the lot, but they handpick each one of them. And again, some of these have some higher mileage. Some of them are more 10, 15, 20 years old, like this Buick LeSabre. It's $6,000, but only 42,000 miles. I mean, that car isn't even barely broken in. So, I mean, you do the math, 20 years, and that's like 2,000 miles a year. So, and it says here one elderly owner since new. So hopefully that was in the garage in some capacity. Yeah, a lot of car for under 6,000. Definitely. The Civic, the LX Civic sedan at 7,800. You can probably get another 107,000 out of that. Ford Focus. We've got two Ford Focus, the ZX4, ZX5. I have no idea what that is. I've never owned a Ford and never looked at one, so I don't know what those are. But fairly affordable cars, definitely. And he's got his Cherokee, Jeep Cherokees, the Forester, the Roadster, and the Pontiac. Still can't unload the Pontiac there. I think it's maybe holding that back slightly at 164, but anyway, give Nick or Anthony a call, 973-620-9060. Again, 973-620-9060. All right, and last but certainly not least is our good friend Darley Newman. We thank her for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Travels with Darley, wonderful travel program on PBS, Amazon Prime, Wondrum Innovation TV's Journey. Definitely give that a look. The new season 10, is out, and that is going to be on New Jersey PBS is where I pick it up. I don't believe it's on Channel 13 or LIW Channel 21 at this point, but definitely check out season 10, and also check out, as I bring this back in, check out our interview again here on the Tri-State Traffic Show YouTube page here. My sit-down interview with Darley, fantastic, getting a lot of rave reviews. So please go ahead and dial that up. Hit the like on all of these videos, and especially the Darley one. So I really appreciate Darley's time for taking a little bit of time in her busy schedule to join me here on the show. And hopefully we're going to get her back on in maybe the late, early mid-spring or so, maybe April, May, before she heads back out on the road again. I wish if the audience was a little bit bigger, I'd say we do a live situation where we bring in some chatting and whatever. But I'll have to see. Maybe we do that. Maybe we change it up a little bit and do a live interview, in the evening, let's say 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something of that nature. So anyway, go to darley-newman.com for more information. Again, season 10 is out. Please take a look and enjoy. Turkey was on this weekend, and Quebec was on the weekend before. So Not sure where we're headed next for our adventures with our good friend Dorley Newman. Again, that's coming up Sundays on New Jersey PBS at 2:30 in the afternoon. But today, actually Wednesdays, are showing some of the previous seasons on NYC TV is at 1:30 and PBS Create channel 21 266 on Comcast, 133 on Altice. I don't know what it is on Verizon, but that's at 5:30. So you get a double feature of Travels with Darley today. It's Travel Wednesday. I guess we'll put it that way. And we thank Darley for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. And again, please do so, like and subscribe the Tri-State Traffic Show if you could. Would certainly help us out here. We'll put the shameless plug in now. We're at 126 subscribers. Hopefully we can get somebody to be 127 or 128. I'll put them on the air for 127, right? So I'd certainly thank everybody who's already subscribed to the broadcast. But again, we need some more subscribers here. We're already at episode 152. We only got 48 more shows till 200, and that's where we're looking to get 200 subscribers. So we got a long way to go here. That 126 number has been stagnant for some time. So let's see what we can do, friends, and get those numbers up just a bit. Always. All right, so let's go one more roundabout sweep here, and I think we're going to wrap it up because I think going into this 9 o'clock hour is not really doing much for our audience. I think it needs to be earlier. So broken down tractor trailer, Turnpike northbound exit ramp to 287 from interchange 10. Southbound Parkway at exit 20. Local lane southbound 116. Emergency show eastbound. It's on the onto the shoulder over there. That you see there. I'm sorry, we actually saw that earlier. Dial this in. That ramp camera shows us anything. Of course not. Why would it? Why would it? No deal. No deal. Close out of these situations. Let's go to the actual Turnpike cameras. We go to there. Sometimes the DOT and the Turnpike feeds are different. Southbound truck lanes look a little bit slow. I think there's some road work there. North of 9. No. Here's 9. Doesn't work either. 8A, dialed out. Dialed out. Let's go to the maps. Still quite a bit of congestion here at the Hudson's, the Holland and Lincoln. We'll show you that in a minute. Looks like northbound Parkway, our crash cleared now. As you get up into exit 140, but we're still fairly congested back through Cranford, so look for that. And there's the Turnpike. Yeah, there's some road work on the truck side of things as you head south of interchange 10, so stay with the car lanes instead. Looks like we got road work on 18. See what that's all about. River Road, maybe? 27? Oh. Oh my. Oh my, is Russ Meyer. Oh my. That's a 27. That's all jacked. Let's go here. Let's go to construction. We'll pick up a County. Make things easier for us. Middlesex County, Route 18. There it is. West Prospect, Old Bridge, Edgeboro Road. That actually just must have That must have just gotten set up. I mean, it's gonna be a nice day, so they're gonna get a lot of road work done. Yes, that is in the process of getting set up somewhere here on 18, just north of 27. Probably closer to, yeah, out to, I guess this is the exit here. Let's see, for George Street. So whatever they're doing is really banging traffic out here. Eventually, I think it's going to get down to Route 1, honestly. That's an interesting perspective here, looking at the midday road working out 920. Kind of. So Western Jersey, we are good. Let's continue to 29 in the Trenton Tunnel. Still seeing a lot of congestion there. 129 may have a crash south. It's not tying up things in Trenton, but interesting. 195, the Turnpike is good. Parkway, 37, 35, 70. Fine. Camden, Cherry Hills, Morristown, Deptford, 42. A little busy into the 55 interchange. 55, AC Expressway, Parkway, man, is good. Somers Point, Ocean City, Middle Township, Wildwood, Cape May, we're fine. Let's our delays here. We'll go through the city incident page now. We'll do our final sweep here this morning. See what we got. Broken down truck on the Gowanus here at the Prospect. We've got a crash on the southbound BQE at 47th Street. So cameras now. Let's see if we can see what we can see. I'll see you when I see you, Bobby. I'll see you when I see you. Ah, that's bad. But they said it was out to the Prospect. That's inbound or eastbound there on the, what, they were ready to move the camera? Hold on. No. Let's see here. It's out of the ramp to the BQE, but that's always slow. I mean, there's just no way around that. What did that say that was? Truck eastbound approaching the Prospect. I got a feeling that is cleared, but still, they say damage done. Go to 47th Street. I think that is up here south of Queens Boulevard. South at 58th. Got to be right here at, or just before. Oh, there we go. Now we found it. Look out. That's a big hit there, just the far left lane. So it's literally as you're coming into the LIE. That's where this crash is. Wow. Wow. Hopefully it's all right in this. Fairly serious accident. So that's got traffic backed up almost to the Grand Central now. Midtown Tunnel still about 20 there. Again, our inbound Gowanus here is just a mess all the way back to the Verrazano because of that broken down truck earlier. Heavy onto the BQE. What else is new there? Let's go to the FDR Drive, heading south into the 59th Bridge is busy. South of the RFK is busy. West Side is heavy south of the George. Southbound Bruckner is busy straight from the Hunts Point Drawbridge onto the elevated section. Westbound Cross Bronx is busy at the Bronx River Parkway. North here on the Bruckner extension, still tied up here at Pelham Parkway. Watch for that. Upper Easts are good. Southbound Van Wyck Whitestone Expressway combo is a little bit slow here at Northern Boulevard. Ways of the Van Wyck is heavy here, getting into Atlantic Avenue, and then west on the LI is heavy as you get into Queens Boulevard. East is heavy out to the Clearview, into the Cross Island. Cross Island South, getting into the LIE Grand Central, that's busy. South Shore here, Belt Parkway going west up by Kennedy. Heavy, what else is new? Let's go out to Long Island, shall we? And Long Island is fine across the board. Just a little congestion going west here, out by the LIE connector, but that's about it. Port Jeff, Stony Brook, Wading River, Calverton, Riverhead. As we progress out to the east end, traffic is moving well. Let's dial in Connecticut now. Just some road work, 1618. Stamford. Southbound between 9 and 8, right shoulder is out. Road work southbound, off ramp, the right lane is shut there. Again, this is all midday work that's piling up here. Wow. Okay. So it could be a little slow into 9 and 8 right in here in Stamford, just for the fact that, well, let's just take a look. Again, it's on the shoulder, so just kind of clearing out some of those delays. Lower Westchester is fine. Looks like south on the Sawmill was a little bit busy here, getting onto the Henry Hudson with some construction. East on 287, that slowly thinning out at exit 5. Tappan Zee Thruway is good. All the way out towards Port Jervis and 84. Beacon Bridge is fine. Carmel, Hamlet, Brewster, Katona, Bedford Hills. Now, Kisco also is looking good. Let's do our final sweep of transit now. And we still have everything subject to 15-minute delays into the city. Speed restriction near the Amtrak Portal Bridge. Watch for that. We go to the path system now at 10 o'clock. We're going to be looking for the Hackensack River testing on Newark World Trade again. Newark World Trade again. That's Newark World Trade. We are looking there. 2 to 3. Watch that. MTA. Let's dial that in. Plan Local Express 6D 4F. No midday service on the Z. I didn't know there was a Z. Huh. Okay, so we got to go back here because I want to go to the railroads. Railroad, Metro North, everything is on close again this year as part of New Jersey Transit deal. And we'll finish up with the Hudson River crossings now. $20 for the upper to the George, still 30 at the Lincoln. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on there. There's something on the city side. About 20 there at the Holland Tunnel. So all in all, friends, kind of a different perspective here going out to 9:30. I don't think we've done this ever really. Oh, hi. There we go. I think I clicked the wrong button there and took us out of the stream. So again, I don't understand why the delay here with the lip sync. Maybe it's the monitor. Maybe there's the latency in the monitor or something. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we thank everyone who is watching here this morning and on the replay. Again, subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show if you could do so, please. Certainly helps myself and John out here in the Weather Center. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. get out, enjoy this wonderful, wonderful spring-like temperatures. For today, again, temps getting up into the mid 50s throughout our area. So that is some wonderful news. Pack the umbrella for tomorrow, but worry about tomorrow. Let's focus in on today, right? So get out and enjoy, go for a little walk, get some fresh air, open up the windows, kind of air out your place here, get some of that funk or whatever out of the house. Fortunately, there's been so many people that have been coming down with all kinds of stuff, flu, COVID, and everything else like that. So they just get some fresh air, do the body good, right? So, all right, friends, have a wonderful Wednesday. Drive safely, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Again, tomorrow we're going to go on at 6 o'clock. If I can get myself up, 6 a.m., because I want to see what the numbers look like as far as our audience is concerned. So yeah, unfortunately this morning was a little disappointing, but I think just coming on later didn't help matters out. So I think we're going to try to come on at 6 and see how that goes. Maybe we'll do 6 to 7, 6 to 7:30, and see how that plays itself out for Thursday. All right, friends, we'll see you tomorrow.